So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Onyinye, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about how to get a good PPA, how to get posted to the PPA of your choice, emphasis on choice. Before we go right into the video, please, if you are not subscribed to my channel, kindly support me by subscribing, please. It's totally free. And also, if you don't mind, like this video. And one last thing, leave a very nice and sweet comment for me in the comment section, and go ahead to share the video also. Does not take anything from you. So actually, I would like to acknowledge the fact that what I term as good might be bad for somebody else. So I'll quickly highlight what I mean when I'm talking about a good PPA. So a good PPA is one that pays you high, or at least you have a very good pay. It's also one that could offer you accommodation, expose you to different opportunities, and you have chances of getting retained, and also low, minimum, or no stress at all. While it might be a bit difficult to get such PPAs that offers you everything, like they pay you high, they don't stress you, they allow you to appear when you want to appear, they offer you accommodation, they give you exposure and many other things, but then out of all these things I mentioned, you might actually be able to have access to one or two that could offer you a part of it. You could see some PPA that will pay you very high, but they will stress the hell out of you. There's some PPAs that offer you accommodation, pay you very well, and they might not really stress you that much. So PPA means place of primary assignment. After your 21 day in camp, whether you stayed in camp or you did not stay in camp, but after your batch is done from camp, you get posted to respective places to work for a year. It could be companies, it could be schools, it could be public, private sector, anything. So first of all, how do you get a good PPA? This is the first thing you have to do. You have to be aware and identify what you term as good. Identify what kind of PPA you want. Do you want a PPA that pays you high and you don't mind if they stress you or not? Or a PPA that just offers you accommodation, you are fine? Or a PPA that will allow you to appear whenever you want to appear? First of all, identify what you define as a good PPA. Once you know that, then you have a direction to follow. Next thing is doing a research. Actually, before you go for camp, you have to get your call-up letter. I made a video on how to redeploy or deploy to the state of your choice, and it's linked in the description box below. Do also check that out. So after you know what a good PPA is to you, next thing you want to do is that you want to actually research and find out those PPAs that offer these things. Okay, you ask yourself, start researching, start asking questions. What PPA could offer me a very high amount of money and will not stress me? You start researching. After you've identified what a good PPA is to you, research and find out. I know you'll be like, okay, what if they post me to somewhere I don't like? That's why I made that video on how to redeploy in the description box. How to redeploy for free, like how to redeploy for free to the state of your choice is there in the description box. So once you already know where you are likely to be posted to, or how to get directly posted to a particular state, you will now narrow your search to what companies and what organizations in this particular state offer these things I need. You start researching, start asking questions. Next point is building contact or trying to connect with people that are in these organizations. For example, if corpers were already posted there, you could try and get their contact. That's why you have to do your research. You could even go on LinkedIn and see how can you get the HR's number or email or something. You could find out from other people what kind of people are in this place, what do they need. You start getting to research and to know corpers that have been there. Ask them how they got in, ask them what the company needs, find out from them what kind of problems do they have. Can you fit in? Can you solve such problems? Try to be what they want. Try to position yourself in a way that, okay, when you go there, they really would want you, because you could actually be posted to a PPA and they reject you because they don't want your qualification, or they don't just want any more. Next thing you want to do is to position yourself. Be the kind of person or qualification that company or organization needs. So let's say you've done your research. When you do your research and you make contact with fellow corpers that were posted there or people that are working there, you will get to finally find out what kind of problems they have. How can you offer a solution? Because nobody wants to just bring you there and you're not doing anything. They don't want to just bring in people that when they don't have any need for you. So try and create a need. That's what I mean. Get yourself together. Okay, you're going to be posted to an accounting firm. Is there something on accounting that you still need to get? Something like that. Just position yourself, be the right person, be the kind of person that they would need. The next point is having a good contact and rapport with your platoon officer. Your platoon officer, when you go to camp, they're going to divide you into different platoons, and your platoon officers are actually your LGIs after camp. So these are the people that are also involved in posting you to different local governments and different organizations. So you have to have a good rapport with them. Let's say you are not going to be in camp, maybe for some reasons you are going to be out of camp, you will not be in camp. Then the other things I've mentioned, you should take them seriously. But if you're going to go to camp, aside the other things I mentioned, this particular point is very necessary. Have a good contact and rapport with your platoon officer. Yes, the people that are in charge of some activities in camp, you'll be seeing them on parade grounds. Be active in camp. So when they need maybe help, for example, in camp, platoons are always on duty. They could send you to do sanitation, to be at the gate, or maybe to work in the kitchen. Be active, contribute. Like in my own platoon during my camping days, I represented my platoon when it came to makeup competition, and I took first. So I was always active, but I was not doing busybody. I was not intentionally doing now. I just loved and flowed with everybody in my platoon, kind of. So I opted out for a lot of things. I acted drama, I was in the kitchen, I was also in the gate. So when they needed somebody, I would always volunteer myself somehow like that. So have a good rapport. And my platoon officer was a very free and young person. He was very, very free also. It was easy to relate with him. And when it comes to maybe they want to start posting people, they will definitely, those people that they actually see that are in the front line, that are active, will be at the back of their minds first. Okay? And when you're actually active, it puts you at a greater advantage. When I mean active, maybe you are actually in camp, in all those Red Cross, OBS, just join some units or some departments, if I would say. I don't know how to put it. Join some groups in camp. Yes, you can join OBS, you can join the Red Cross, you can join the band also. Those that are in band had higher advantage. They were posted to very, very good PPAs because they are actually active in camp. Also, you should have many options. Don't just have 1 or 2 places in mind. Have like 5 to 6 or 7 options. So let's say you went to camp and you had a good rapport with your platoon officer. Maybe not only platoon officer, there are other officials in camp that also can influence your posting, and they post you to somewhere and the place rejects you, they don't want you. You cannot force them to accept you. You will now have to go back to your LGI for them to post you to somewhere else. Yes, maybe this time you can submit another request letter and they post you there. Or let's say you just choose a place randomly but they reject you. You will definitely have to fall back on other options. And you also have to bear in mind that it's not only you. So you have to act fast. You have to do your whole preparations and everything very, very fast. You don't have to just wait till when you get to camp or after camp. You have to act fast. Start doing your research, connecting with people in the organization, ask questions, be active in camp, just be very, very fast about it, because there are many people that want that same place that you actually. Bear in mind that your PPA can be changed even after you are posted there. Yes. So if they post it somewhere, you can also decide to change it. You go and meet your LGI. Let's say maybe you have to offer very valid and good reasons. Maybe they are overstressing you, or there's something that's happening there. Your LGI is going to look into it and maybe decide to change you afterwards. And also, let's say they post you to somewhere randomly. You don't have any connection, no rapport with your LGI, you don't know anybody, and they post you to somewhere. You can actually beg that place to reject you if you don't like the place. But most time, if they need you, especially when they go to a public school and they really need you, they will refuse to reject you. Then you could still relate with your LGI and tell him the reasons why you might not want to stay there, and he's going to sort it out. So there's no big deal about this thing. You just start doing your research on time. They post you to somewhere you don't like, you can request for another place, or they post you to somewhere, you can ask them to reject you, or they can reject you, and just have options, okay? So that if they post you to somewhere else that you don't like and they reject you, you can fall back on another option. Actually, that's how to get a very, very good PPA. Just be smart, just know what to do and do it fast. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video, and kindly go ahead and subscribe if you still haven't, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.